different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, you came.
It's the Kauffie Company. The Santa's doing his rounds, fans of Lincolns and Browns. Don't be sorry if you missed it. Kit Kat is a biscuit. It's the Kauffie Company. It's the Kauffie Company. It's the Kauffie Company. Oh yeah, baby, smell the brew. It's the Kauffie Company, and it's shipping to you. Kauffie, Kauffie Company, yeah, oh yeah, it's the Kauffie Company. It's the Kauffie Company. Kauffie,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. It is the Coffee Company. It is Friday, the 21st of February, and it is warm. It is 15 degrees. Shit.
What's that wrong with you, mate?
Shit. It's 15 degrees. It's warm. No wonder it's so bleeding warm in here. But it's a good day. It's the last day of the week before we are going to have a good show. And we've actually got a guest. We haven't got the arm of Graham. We've got the arm of Tom. We've got the arm of Tom here today.
Right, guys.
Good to see you, Tomo. Good to see you. As you all know him, is Rich Man Tom is here, as I like to call him.
I wish.
Or as Bobby K calls you, Vanilla Vinny. So hopefully chocolate, hopefully chocolate Tomo comes down here in a sec. But we're here. We're gonna have a good show. It's pre-Ipswich show, but we don't have to talk about football at all. But I'm just using it for clickbait, of course. It's called clickbait. It's called what actual YouTubers do. All I need to do now is to put a really surprised face on like this. Oh, big yellow box at the bottom of the screen. Spurs are scary. Ipswich are the best. And then we get all the viewers. And that's what we need. But welcome back. I've already got myself a coffee today so we can see who's in the chat to take us through the show. We have, it's Matty Kate. It's a Coffee Company. Da, 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 da. Indeed. We got Coovers in now saying, sorry, Ben, busy at the moment. We'll catch up with the shenanigans later. Have fun. We'll do Coover. We got the 2 Mark Show. Good to see you, Sheriff. Good to see you, Sheriff. Good to see you, buddy. YouTube member. Corey Boy, YouTube member. Good to see you. Andrew Gregory's in the house. YouTube member. It's the birthday boy. It's Mr. Sean Slater. Happy birthday to Mr. Bingo King.
Happy birthday, Sean.
Everyone say happy birthday to Sean. Good to see you, buddy. YouTube member. Good to see you. We got Nick's in the house. Good to see you, mate. Barryson Royale. Athelston's in the house. Good to see you. Plin Harmdard, Ben and gang. Good to see you, Colin Crossamano. Oh, we can talk about that if we really need to. Demanding. He's demanding. He's demanding. There's only one tribal chief here, mate. There's only one tribal chief here. And that's the way it is. Big up, Tom.
Behave yourself, Nick.
Yeah, behave yourself, Nick. Time for sunscreen and shorts. 15 out. Brighton is a cold, misty, shitty day. The whole of Tom 81. Big up, sir. Big up. Tom refused to go to Chip King recently. Hashtag don't blame the wife. Indeed. Indeed. Where's Charles and Camilla? Where's Charles and Camilla? Alkmaar next. Yes, it's we did get the Europa League draw. We did get the Europa League draw. Please don't bring YouTube drama into my chat, please, Mappin. It will not be read out. We do not go through that. Scott M's in the house saying, good morning, Ben and Tom. Good to see you. Jason Bell, YouTube member. Scott M, YouTube member. We have Joseph Tyre. Big up, guys. Hope you're well. Happy. Yes, it's a really good draw. It's a really good draw. That's me, YouTube member. Curly Norman's in the house. Good to see her. My brother's in the house copying Phil P. Woo! Angus is... Did you? I need to send you the video. I did Angus. You know the sketch of Vince McMahon being in bed and Stone Cold. I made that Angus and I made Stone Cold. I made it's brilliant.
I need to look.
I'll send that to.
I've been a bit quiet.
I'll put it in the Tottenham on Tour group chat. I'll put it in there because it is absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely hilarious. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Everyone's my friend. It's who? No, it's not. Big up the number one Agenbar in the world. Big up Tom and Ben and everyone in chat. Good. It's brilliant. You know, if you give it, Angus, you've got to take it. If you give it, do you know what Angus said yesterday? I was talking to Angus on the way to the pub yesterday. Do you know what he said? He said that David Raya is better than Man City's goalkeeper Ederson. What planet does this guy?
Angus is.
What planet does this guy live on?
Arsenal fans. That's it.
What planet does this guy live on?
Angus, take your blinkers off.
I love you, Angus, mate. But that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Saying David Raya is better than Ederson. Like a goalkeeper that's won basically everything.
Yeah.
Except for the World Cup. No, it's Brazilian. No wonder, because he's got Richarlison up front and he's awful. That's just facts. Daily driven exotics.
Yeah, I shouldn't be putting this on other people's YouTube channels.
We support other people's YouTube channels. Yeah. We support other people's YouTube channels. 11 degrees and urinating down in... Isn't it always raining in Wales? Right now he is. No, he is not. I'm not sure Ederson is even the best keeper at City right now. He isn't, but he's still better than David Raya. Both of them don't have nothing on Buffon. No, they don't. We got my lovely Jessies in the house. Hopefully you're enjoying the new Kauffie. Name the top 3 best goalkeepers in the league. Alisson, Ederson, and...
That's quite a few, isn't there?
There's quite a few really good keepers in the league at the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone, give your top 3 keepers in the league.
Be the third one.
Now you're just winding him up, Matty K. Brandon Austin out.
Who plays in goal for Brentford? Who's up there? What's the top 6?
He's going Big Vic, Alisson, Raya, Ederson. It wouldn't surprise me. I would possibly put Raya in the top 3, but he's not.
He's got a good defense in front of him.
He's not as good as Alisson, and he's not as good as Ederson.
Big up, Stu.
Good to see you, Stu boy. Good to see you. Sells is good as well. The Wolves keeper's really good as well. Yeah. The Wolves keeper's really good. Yeah, he is good. Will's just going Casey Keller.
Bobby Min.
Martinez as well. I'll put Martinez above. I put Martinez. Martinez I would put above David Raya.
Yeah, I would as well.
Keeley will outshine them all soon. He even scores goals. He does indeed. He does. Kepa Arrizabalaga doing well. He's doing well. Eric the Viking. Eric the Viking. Brilliant. Too young. I'm too young. I don't know why this guy's going into my chat and talking about that, but we will move past it. Same Paul Clark is saying Whiteman, Austin, and Forston. No debate. Get back to Rezabalaga. Kepa has been shown that he's a very decent keeper. I don't ever think he was
It was a bit.
When he was at Chelsea, he was a bit raw and he was a bit arrogant, which is what that. But he's shown he's a very good keeper and he's got a very good manager that can. And
there's pressure as well. There
also, that kid in front of him at centre back, what's the kid's name? He's fantastic. At 19, he's ridiculous. Big Pat's one hand is better than all of them. Aurelio Gomez, bring him back in. Bring back Aurelio Gomez.
He's in goal for that Legends game in March. Yeah, there's a Legends game against AC Milan in March at the top.
Is Emerson Royale going to be there? Is Emerson Royale going to play both sides?
We'll keep that quiet. So
Poison, the centre back.
Suspense.
Emerson Royale should play for both sides.
I've got the lineup for that Legends game. It looks brilliant. That's why.
Dean Hoyt, yeah, that's the one. He's a very good player. He's a very, very. I've heard Juventus are after him. Nick Pope is a very good keeper as well. Yeah. Nick Pope's a very good keeper. Name the top 5 best centre backs in the league. Oh, Saliba and Gabriel are both in there. Virgil van Dijk is the number 1.
Definitely.
Ruben Diaz, and
you can't put any of ours in there at the minute.
No. Oh, 5th best centre back in the league.
What about someone at Forest? I mean, they're flying.
I do like Milinkovic, but I don't think he's individually the best centre back in the league. But I think he's got a great pairing and he's very, very well organised, which makes him look even better. I can't name number 5. I like John Stones, but I like him more as a midfielder. I think he's better as a midfielder. Thiago Silva, he's not even playing anymore. He came from Juve. Van Dijk. Van Dijk is the number 1.
Kenji, to be fair.
Sullivan was good at picking the ball out the back of the net. He was indeed. Murillo's very good. Yeah. Murillo has potential. Guehi, I'm putting Guehi in that because I'm a big fan of Guehi, and I'm just biased. But I'm a big fan of.
I think he's going to end up at Tottenham in the summer.
He retired, didn't he?
I think Romero will leave.
I'll say it out. I won't lie. I'm not impressed with Edison at all this season. I still think he's a class keeper. I think Man City has been very, very hot and cold, is what you would say. They've been very hot and cold. They're not the same team. If he goes, he goes. But what a keeper he's been.
I bet they still win the FA Cup. Are they still in the FA now, aren't
I
they?
believe so.
Left in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aren't they? They'll probably win that. They'll have a bad season and still win the FA Cup. So.
Ben Davis. Gary Mabbs is the better and all of them.
Who wants Ben Davis? I read that this morning somewhere. Leeds. I think it was Leeds. What, Ben Davis? No, Ben Davis and Joe Roden are centre half pairing next season.
Poor Leeds. I love Leeds. I've got a lot of friends that support Leeds. So I wouldn't wish that on Leeds.
I've got a few as well.
Joe Roden's okay for Leeds. I think they can get better. But great right foot on Ben Davis. Angus is the resident troll. No, he's not a troll. He's just biased. I love Angus. He's a good lad, that guy. Murillo, Saliba, Van Dijk, Milinkovic, and Gabriel top 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. I do like Milinkovic. I wanted him at Spurs. I'm sorry, Mappin. Don't bring that in my chat. You've been warned. He's still at it. Don't bring it in my chat. Diane Sanchez, was it last year? Diane Sanchez was Saliba.
Sanchez would actually work under Andrew, I think.
What, because he's fast?
Yeah.
He's not good enough on the ball.
No,
he's not good enough on the ball. If you really want to play under this manager, you've got to be good on the ball.
There aren't many centre half like that.
Yes, £12 million. £12 million has been the size. Unbelievable. I wanted him 6'5", 6'6". Loves heading the ball out. What a player.
Talking about centre backs, do you know what? I've been watching them. I quite like that Danzo.
He's okay.
I think he looks all right.
Good to see. Good to see you, Dave. I hope that coffee gets to you. But if it doesn't arrive by Monday, I will send you another one. Let us know. Let us know. Bobby Mims would make... Bobby Mims, what a player. What a player Bobby Mims is.
Many years of misery when
Yeah.
I go over there when he was in goal.
I can't remember, Angus. I can't remember. Frankly, Angus, I don't really care about Arsenal half the time. I don't look at how much they buy players in. Yes, correct. Correct. But I love Angus. What a guy. Was going to come by the shop today, but had emergency doctor's appointment. Shame. It's a shame, mate. What a shame. Carl, give me... I mean, 60 million isn't... That's quite a bit of money. It's not like... It's quite a bit of money. Romero and Van de Ven together only cost, what is it? Romero was 45, 50 with add-ons, and Van de Ven was 35. So it's only 15 million more.
I was looking at this some of their wages.
And one of them's a World Cup winner.
Yeah.
Well, now one of them's a World Cup winner, and one of them was Defender of the Year in Serie A. So it's only 15 million difference, really. Joachim Anderson, he's a good footballer. I'm a fan of Joachim Anderson. Always have been.
Yeah.
I'd have had him. I'd have had him at Spurs. I think he's a good player. He's a good player.
He was linked with him at one point, and it just went quiet, didn't it?
I do like John Stones, but as a centre midfielder, I like him. He's almost done like the Eric Dyer role, but he's perfected it, and he's a better footballer than Eric Dyer. Yeah, he's a better footballer than Eric Dyer.
Ledley King played well when they did England.
Yes, they did the Christmas tree. They did the Christmas tree formation.
He was brilliant.
4-3-2-1.
Yeah.
And he played as
He was brilliant for England.
Who was that under? It was under was it Glenn Hoddle? No.
Glenn. That was his favourite.
The Christmas tree.
Format,
The Christmas tree.
He started all that Christmas tree.
A
lot of players couldn't play. That was the problem with him. He was too clever.
No, but have you been? Maguire has been Man United's best player this season.
They're playing a back three. That's why.
I think Maguire's a good centre back. I think if you put him at the centre of a back three,
because he doesn't look. He's just a big lump, isn't he?
And it's not even like the two centre backs next to him have been that great. Martinez has been injured all year.
Yeah.
De Ligt has lost all his pace, and he hasn't been the same since he was at the Ajax. And Mazraoui's a fullback. I think Maguire's been their best centre back. He's been their best defender this year. He looks all right. That's me being serious. I think he's all right. Terry Venables played the Christmas tree. More. Oh yeah, that's right. Glenn Hoddle played 3-5-2, didn't he? He played 3-5-2.
The players couldn't get whatever Hoddle wanted to do. They could never.
The problem with Glenn Hoddle is he's a better footballer than all the players he had in his team. That's why Rooney could never be a manager.
That's what I used to say.
Rooney could never be a manager either because he'd be better than all the players in the team still.
If you listen to Jamie O'Hara, talking about Glenn Hoddle in training and things like that, the players just couldn't do.
Yeah, what he wanted to do.
No.
If you're going two centre backs in the Premier League, best two, Gabriel and Van Dijk, I would agree. At the moment. Diallo's been their best player. He has been, but their best defender has been Harry Maguire. Good to see you, Ian. Good to see you, Sunshine. Good to see you, buddy. YouTube member. He's a quality player, Diallo. He's a quality footballer. He would as well. The problem is, Nicola, good to see you, Nicola, is we don't play a back three. So Maguire would be awful at Tottenham. He would be awful. If we played a back three, this is the reason when Conte was there, he asked for Maguire. Yeah. He tried to get Maguire because they were playing a back four at the time. And he wanted, Maguire wanted out because he'd been, Mazraoui's not even the centre back though. He's
Porro and the Doggy were
Conte signage, yeah.
Didn't they? For his wing back.
It doesn't matter what system Huddle played. He was a terrible manager though. He was a terrible manager for Spurs. He was decent at Chelsea.
I thought it was all right for England.
It was all right for England. Then he was all right at Chelsea as well when he had was giving players like Desai and he was giving some quality footballers. I remember that Maguire left Leicester. It did. It was he was brilliant at Leicester. And again, they were playing a back three at the time. under Ranieri. Was it? No, it wasn't Ranieri. It was Rodgers. It was Rodgers. When Rodgers was playing, he was playing a back three to get the best out of Maguire. Gabriel was a good defender. And he's a leader at the back. He's a good footballer. We're drinking at the moment. We're drinking Rolanda shortbread, the new coffee.
Nice, lovely.
You've not tried it yet. You're on the regular.
I want to try.
You can smell it though.
Have you got one of them, Andy?
Yeah, I've got some of that handy. I'll make you one in a sec.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the biggest games of the weekend? Are there any? I haven't even looked at the fixtures for this weekend.
I can't remember.
Any big ones?
There's a couple of big games this weekend, isn't there?
I've not even looked.
We'll get to the European games because there's a couple of really tasty European games in the Champions League. Everton are playing Man United, so Man United are losing. Arsenal are playing West Ham.
Go on, Hammers. Only time I ever want them to win.
Spurs are playing Ipswich. Saturday 3:00 game. Who would have thought?
3:00.
3:00 on a Saturday. Villa are playing Chelsea. That's a very interesting game.
We've got a game in the week as well, mate.
We do. Man City, yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
And Manchester City, Liverpool on Sunday.
Yeah.
And Newcastle Forest.
No,
Two very good. That's a Super Sunday.
All decent. No.
I don't think it should strip. I think Odegaard's more of them. The captaincy it's just an armband now. It's an armband. It doesn't mean anything. Captains are not difficult, are not the same thing as they used to be. Maidenhead versus Yeovil, biggest game of the season. He was.
Bucker still got Clapton this week.
Big up Bucker still.
Yeah, the Stags.
I think we should. I want to found a Loughton football team because Loughton doesn't have a football team. I think
They've got a vets team. My brother-in-law played against them last season. I come over, they play opposite the where the Mercedes garage is and all that. They play over that way.
Odegaard ain't it anymore. I disagree. I've seen him with my own eyes this season, Angus, and he's a very good footballer. That bloke. It's very difficult because when I see a player with my own eyes and I can see they're a good footballer, it's like, I see. Yeah, I see it.
Play for the other lot.
Yeah, I see it. I see.
We're not like you, Angus. We'll big up other clubs, players.
Yeah,
not just
I'm unbiased when it comes to football. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. I mean, that's what I see Chelsea fans complain about their manager, whatever his name is, Maresca. They were one of the best teams I've seen this year. They were fantastic when they came to Spurs.
What do they want then?
Yeah. Basically, they want to be back to 2004.
Pochettino getting one in.
Yeah. If it's not Maresca, then it's Pochettino was the reason they started playing really good football because he got them on the trajectory.
I've got a sneaky feeling that he's coming back.
He's coming to Spurs. I think he's coming to Spurs.
When this takeover happens, it's going to happen.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No, never going to happen. We'll talk after the stream. I'm not going to talk takeovers because it becomes political.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. No problem with that. Yeah.
I remember seeing Schweinsteiger play in the MLS. He had definitely lost a step. But man, he was still. He was. He was actually.
We tried to sign him as well.
He's a brilliant footballer. Chelsea actually have standards and are protesting to get their owners out.
Angus, I wasn't digging. Sorry, Ben.
Give him the.
I'm not digging. I'm not digging.
The thing is, kudos. Good to see a kudos. Chelsea have a very difficult situation on their hands because they've spent lots of money and they've recouped a lot of money. So it's two sides of the coin. But Chelsea need to move their stadium. They need to move their stadium's too small. It's tiny. You can't be a club the size of Chelsea and only have a 43,000 seater stadium. You can't have that anymore.
No.
Like Chelsea need a minimum 60,000 seater stadium, and the reason they wanted to move to Battersea Power Station is because
isn't everything though? Don't
the
fans?
Yes, that's what we'll get to it.
Pitch,
the Chelsea Fans Association own the pitch.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, they can't redevelop Stamford Bridge. And if anyone's been to Stamford Bridge, it's a shithole. It is a shithole of a stadium.
I'm not been to it.
It's a terrible stadium. Absolutely diabolically bad. It's rotten. And that's not me slating Chelsea fans. It's not their fault their stadium's crap. Their stadium is awful and they have to move. But the problem is Chelsea fans don't want them to
Well, a
leave.
lot of these big grounds are in trouble. I mean,
They're going to...
Old Trafford.
Yeah. Because of the financial laws they're putting on football now and the FFP, you have to be self-sustaining now.
That's one thing we can thank our owners for. And it ain't a lot, but
Yeah.
it's that. It is that.
I think Maguire would have been ideal. Yeah, I think he would have as well. Agree. Chelsea problems that they're not going to solve their problems will not be solved by getting Todd Bowley out. They are in a massive issue at the moment. You can't do what Abramovich did anymore.
No.
You can't do it. Even if a new owner comes in, they can't just play.
Mind
The way they were able to do it was they gave them 8-9 year contracts and spread it out over a long period of time.
Yeah. Some have got 9-year contracts, haven't they?
Yeah, they can't do it. They've got young players, so they can dish off some of the revenue and dish off some of the value on that over a long period of time. You put a new owner in, they've got the same issue. They're not making the money.
They're shifting it to something else.
They're not physically making the money they need because they've got 43,000 seat stadium. Their stadium's tiny. They got, in terms of the big London clubs, their stadium's the smallest.
Who's got the it's probably Man City, but who's got the highest wage bill? It's probably got to be Man City, isn't it? And then
I would say it's someone in the chat. Let us know that.
Nice wage bill.
Didn't think it's tiny, mate. It's really, really small stadium. It was absolutely ridiculous. Athelston, Stamford Bridge had so much stand on their pitch in the 70s. The tide came in twice a day. Brilliant.
I remember when they used to park the disabled cars behind the goal. Remember the little blue three-wheelers they used to have back in the day? Used to park them behind the goal.
Yeah, it's Man City.
I've been there since.
Fabio Barini. Consider, but Haaland is worth 500 grand a week. I know footballers say no one's worth 500 grand a week, but he certainly is, isn't he? He is, isn't he? Look how many goals he's scored. He's a freak.
Yeah.
We have Rinketics in the house, and hi Benji and Richman Tom. Good to see you.
I want to drop this rich man tag because I'm not a rich man.
Yeah.
Believe me. No, I'm not. Because I'd have an hair transplant.
I could do with a hair transplant. I've got no hair left. The same that I had a haircut today, so no wonder there's nothing left. Big up Yeovil. But
I remember one of our youngsters went to Yeovil. I remember Jonathan O'Beaker.
Yes.
Yeovil, didn't he?
Embrace the bald, Benny. I don't need to embrace it, mate. It's going to happen. You missed the other mark. It's Cookmeister here. Good to see you, Cookmeister. Good to see you, Cookmeister. The problem is, Mark, you've both got the same bloody thing, and I can't tell which one is which. And that is not me saying that all marks look the same. Just those two marks look the same. In the chat, they do. That's an 8-match ban. Just mentioning Ange to wind up, Tom. I know. I see you. I see a shocking sheriff. 25 plus 30 goals season. Yep.
Listen, what do we say if he wins this Europa League? You get another season. So.
You know what? Fair play.
Isn't it?
Fair play. I don't care.
That's it.
I don't care. I'll put my things aside if he wins us a trophy.
Same as me.
I don't care.
I'll have to.
I still hate his football. I think his football is
a big chunk of humble pie.
Sure. I'm happy to be wrong. And that's one of the things people will always level us. That, we're negative, this, that. If we're wrong, we're wrong.
I just don't like them.
The style of football's awful.
When I watched them the other night, they just look like 11 people put out on the pitch and go on then, boys, where you go.
I don't think we will either. Ben is Marxist.
Looking at the draw, it's not too
We've
bad.
got a really good draw. We've got a very good draw.
If we can get all our players back.
Yeah.
We're a good team. We're not.
We've got some good players. I wouldn't call us a good team. We've got some good players. Good to see you, Shemtan. Good to see you. Hello, Mr. Benjavani. Hopefully you're well. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Lady, yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. It's been a long time since that happened. But even if you get them back defensively, yeah, that is it, isn't it, Tom? Even with our players, we're defensively bad. We are so bad.
2 clean sheets lately.
I know. Who would have
There you
thought?
go. 2 clean sheets in a row.
2 clean sheets in a row.
In the Premier League.
We got Jesse with a super chat. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
Missy. Thank you so much, Jesse, for the £5 super chat. Everyone give Jesse some love in the chat saying thanks for the coffee, Ben. I'm not a legend. I'm absolutely not a legend in any way,
Yes,
shape,
you
or form.
are.
Definitely
Yes,
not.
you are.
Certainly not.
Yes, you are.
But thank you so much. Everyone give Jessie all the love that she deserves. What a wonderful person she is. Big fan. I'm a big fan. But yeah, everyone give Jessie some love. Being negative is great. If you're right, you get the satisfaction of being right. And if you're wrong, and not disappointing, if you're wrong, you've won a trophy. Indeed. Indeed. You know what I mean? It's true. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't even call it being negative. I'm pessimistic. I'm the ultimate pessimist. I should
That's what my mum calls me.
I should have that on a t-shirt. The ultimate pessimist.
Mate, that's what comes with being a Spurs fan, mate.
Yeah.
That's been me for the past 50 years.
Yeah, it has, Daniel. It's given us a really good chance. Afternoon, Paul G. Good to see you. Good to see you. The mark on. We can win it.
They can win it.
If you're in it, you can win it.
And I'm not just saying that. I think they can.
But we just gotta be. We just gotta buck up our ideas. I still get him. Even if we win, if we win a trophy, you got to keep him. That's just not fair.
I think you'll get another season.
You've got to give him another season.
I think you will.
Only time I was at Stamford Bridge was a 0-0 draw versus Liverpool in '94. My bro supports Liverpool. It's a terrible stadium. You are, I'm not a legend. Absolutely not.
Yeah, he is.
Absolutely not.
He is a legend.
We love in Angels instead. God's sake.
I went a bit quiet, didn't it? Didn't last.
Yes, you are. We should acknowledge you. No. No. Knockout Frankfurt. Only no apologies. And Jesse's given a. Who did she give the membership to?
The 2 Mark show. Is that?
She gave.
Yeah.
She's given a thing to the Cookmeister. So after that, he's received a membership. But thank you, Jess, for giving a membership. That really means a lot, miss. Thank you so much. You don't have to do it, but absolute amazing person she is. Nice one. Everyone give Jessie some love. To be an optimist, you need to be a pessimist. Oh, it's just me. Yeah, if we play Lazio, I think if we get past Lazio, that cup is going to be ours, I think, because Lazio is the team Lazio is the team that we will struggle against.
That be the one after this round?
Semi-final,
We've got to beat Alkmaar first.
Yeah,
anyway, so
we've got to get through Alkmaar.
Let's take every game as it comes.
Indeed, go and subscribe to Jessie's channel. She's absolutely brilliant. Have loads of fun over there. Loads and loads of fun. I'm loving Jed Spence instead. Indeed. Yeah. Ugo Larsson versus Lucas Burke. Swedish wonder kids against each other. Indeed. I would give him another season if he wins it, but he has another league campaign. I'd sack him.
Who's Lazio's best player? Who have they got?
Oh, I'd need to think.
I don't really know.
Everyone acknowledged the tribal chief. Poor league campaign. Lazio are my dark horses to it. They don't have Milinkovic-Savic anymore. Where's Strasbourg Steve when you need him?
Yeah.
Where's Strasbourg Steve?
He knows every team. Right? He's got some proper knowledge, mate. Steve.
Indeed.
Yeah, he has.
Indeed. We're winning the Europa, guys. It was revealed to me in a dream. Okay. Troy Parrott goal at the Spurs Stadium. Oh my God.
When does he leave it out?
I won't talk about potential takeovers, Colin, because it would just become political, and I want to avoid politics on this channel as much as possible. Because for me to talk about the subject, it has to become political, and I'm not going to do it.
Totally
I try and be as unpolitically. What Vincent Tan did was disgusting. Absolute idiot. That's 2 free coffees in April when we visit. Good stuff. Good stuff. Lazio got Pedro, Isaacson, and Gwen. Oh, they got Guendouzi and the Pedro. Hello. Good to see you, my homie. OTC. Pellegrini and Ravella. Also, they got Pellegrini. Pellegrini is good.
Yeah.
It's Lorenzo Pellegrini, isn't
I
it?
don't really know much about it.
If you're somehow indeed highly
Yeah, we know.
old. We have Ian Ferguson with $5 super chat. Go and get yourself something nice. Looking forward to that. I can't wait to see you, mate. Can't wait to see you, buddy. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a coffee. We're gonna have a chat. Can we all appreciate? Yes, it's one of the best intros I've ever made. The 2 Mark show. Kuva made the music.
Yeah.
I made the video. It's brilliant. I love that. Like because I was with Mickey when I made it, and we were talking. We went to the pub, and I sung it the entire way down. I was just walked down the 2 Mark show. Don't need a dressing gown.
I need to
The
put some
2
ketchup.
Mark show. Don't need it off my land. It's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Yeah, I love Jed Spence. Oh, it's Luca Pellegrini. Ah, yes. We play it. Yeah, it's so good. I need to make you an outro as well. How old is Pedro? He's still a good footballer. Big up all the homies. Yes, indeed. You can sub to Jesse right there. Ben and Kuva, both legends. Are there any digs in that tune? No, there are not, mate. No, there are not. You've always got to have a little bit of a dig. Kuva made the music. Should be. He did make the music. He made all the lyrics, and he used AI to put it together.
Amazing stuff you can do.
Yeah, Pedro is one of the players who will never become unended. Woo! Good to see you, Phil. Good to see you, Phil Army. Good to see you. Right, I'll make you your second coffee.
Yeah, can I have one of your?
Yeah, we'll give you the Rolanders.
Yeah, let's have a go.
Give it a go. It's really good, actually.
Yeah. Well, I've just ordered my coffee press, so that's coming. So I'll be grabbing a couple of bags on my way out, mate.
Yeah. Always welcome to.
Yeah.
I think that No, I am most certainly not a realist. I am a pessimist. I will never call myself a realist. I am a pessimist.
Yes, I.
But you could also say that as being a realist by saying I'm a pessimist. It's bonkers.
And also over emotional.
But definitely over emotional.
That's
Definitely over emotional. They have Zaccagni as well, if you spell his name. Lazio have a good team. They do have a good manager. Happy Friday, boys in chat. Hope that's double charge. What do you mean double charge? We will play United in the final and they will beat us for the first time. And oh my God, that would be terrible. Yes. Subscribe to the 2 Mark Show, one of the best theme songs in all of Spurs YouTube. It's been so long. Good to see you, June. Hopefully all well. And there's Jesse's link again. Roma Lazio in a final would be tasty. That would be tasty.
Oh,
Too much. There we go.
Turn it in Angus, Gwendolyn, come on, mate.
Gwendouzi's crap.
Useless.
Gwendouzi's. Maybe that's how I cut my finger yesterday. Yeah, I've done it again. Crap. Okay.
You got crack? It's a split.
I've done it.
Oh.
Well. Let's make a coffee. I'll fight through the pain.
Yeah, that's it. I can do decent crap. Yeah, he is. He is crap. Angus, pack it up.
Here we go. Problem is now I have to do this left-handed.
Yeah.
That is how I did my finger yesterday. Now that solves the mystery. With that, I need a new coffee scoop.
Ipswich away, eh?
Ipswich away.
Ipswich away. I think we're going to win.
You think we're going to win 3 games in a row?
Yeah.
What the hell's happened to my mate Tom?
I think we are, mate. I think we are. 2-1 Spurs. No? Spurs 3-1. 2 or 3-1.
Right.
Oh, I think that Tell's going to get a goal.
I like Tell.
I'll do it as well, but he's got to play up front.
Yeah, it's got to play up front.
There's no point.
Gwendo's done it again. Yep, I've cut myself. Just call me Terry Butcher. Every time I leave the pitch, I've got blood pouring down the face. Big up Terry Butcher.
Yeah, big up Terry Butcher.
Big up Terry.
No, he's a legend. That's it. No, he is a legend. Don't make many like that anymore. Terry Butcher, what a player. Kudos, no, mate. The that contract's now been extended to 2028, apparently. So, yeah, it's going to be
Which one?
the Wi-Fi.
Ah.
Most of it's still on hold at the moment. All the station works is on hold still. So we're just cabling out the tunnels at the minute.
It does feel really nice when you go past Bank Station and suddenly you've got Wi-Fi. It's really lovely.
It's a good system as well. It really works well.
It's good.
So we've been doing up here the last couple of weeks.
You doing Ganshill?
Yeah, was it Gainesville last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gainesville to
Got Faces.
Blueberry Park. It ain't there no more, is it?
Faces is still there.
Is it still there?
Faces is still there.
Shut down for some reason.
No, I think you're talking about Visage.
What was Visage like?
Oh no, maybe. Oh no,
Yeah, that's all right.
It's held. It's held.
The 80s, or like an old school.
Yeah, it was the Visage was just Faces, but it was the Faces light. What happens to my bit of- There we go. Stop that bleeding.
That's lovely.
It's really good, right?
Yeah.
It's solid.
It is.
Big up.
Got a kick as well, hasn't it? Got a little kick at the end. I'll drink way too much. It's going to get even worse. Not good for you.
Yeah, I done it again. I've sliced my hand. I'm gonna have to buy some more scoops if it keeps on slicing my hand. Ipswich 3-1 Tottenham. You would say that, wouldn't you, Angus?
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
The show getting done by West Ham the weekend. Mate.
Yeah, but yeah, like
the
that.
title challenge is over.
David Villa, what a footballer he was.
Yeah,
What a footballer he was. Just yes, he does. Candy from the halfway line. It's the only thing Candy did in his entire career.
Here's my weirdest follower on Twitter. He actually follows me. Jason Candy.
Get me on TalkSport.
He follows me, mate.
Get me on TalkSport. I do live down the road from Andy Goldstein.
Yeah.
So, next time
Apparently he goes out in our area, doesn't he?
He does.
He does, yeah.
because he lives in Loughton. I know I'm not going to dox Andy Goldstein on the internet because that's just not fair.
I quite like him.
He's a great laugh. Next time I see him, get the cough on TalkSport.
Yes.
I want to go on Abby Summers' show.
I'll have to-
Apart from expressions, everyone's too nice. Get some negative Nancy's like me on there. I'm gonna put the world to rights here. Get me on there. I'm gonna be like Mr. Box Office when he wants to get on the show. Get me on.
Yeah.
Get me on. Get me on.
Big up Mr. Box Office.
Big up Mr. Box Office. Alex is a laugh.
Yeah, he is.
What a lad he is.
I've met him a few times. He's a good lad.
Always a laugh.
Unfortunately, Angus, I probably think you're right. If you score early, you probably smash them, but you never know.
You know they're
We live
beating.
in hope.
You
We
know
live in
that.
hope.
You know they're beating West Ham, don't you?
But you know what's going to happen. You give it all the big end, and it come to
And it'll be a 1-0
There you go.
victory.
you'll drop down again like you always do. Give it all the big end to us, and you'll end up winning the same amount of things as us this season. And like you lot said to us when we finished second and third, it means nothing unless you finish first.
Yeah.
So there you go. And we was told that for years and years and
Yeah,
years.
but-
Coming second and third means nothing. So there you go. Big up. Is this the Coxbury in Edmonton I saw Finley? Oh, I'd love to have seen Vin Lizzy.
Is that Thin Lizzy? Did they was Gary Moore part of Thin Lizzy then, or no?
I don't know nothing about Thin Lizzy, mate.
I love Thin Lizzy
Don't know nothing
because
about
Gary Moore wrote a lot of their songs before he went solo and went more bluesy. Spain's all time. I'd play Marino striker. He's a number 6 though. Tommy, no, he didn't.
No, I wasn't here the weekend, mate. I was away.
What are the odds we beat Lazio in the semi and then lose to? Yeah, that's something.
I would have been there if I weren't away. I would definitely.
I know he was in the band, but was he in the band when Colin saw him?
I'm only joking.
Yeah, there's always a laugh.
He knows that.
Yeah, we ain't got no one else. Get a kid out.
Yeah, he must have someone.
Whiskey in the Jar. What a classic. Yeah, what a great song that is.
Yeah. Off topic. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
No, I'd like to go one day.
We're planning on going there next year.
It'd be a laugh.
Maybe the year after.
Great food, great music.
That's why we want to go.
Great
want to go
food.
to jazz cafes and
Yeah.
things like that.
I want to go to Tennessee next at some point. Probably not next year. I don't have the money to go. Especially because if I want to go to Canada and places like that.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go and see Bobby.
Yeah.
I've got mates over there, so this is in New York at the minute.
Yeah.
They put the kids for their 18th.
Yeah.
There in New York.
I remember when David Vitt. Yeah, absolutely. David Villa was quality. Cowboy song. I swear to God, if I see Sterling in the starting 11, you get your driving sorted first, young man. I've got to do it. I've got to do it.
Come on, Ben.
I've got to do
Get
it.
on the road. Come on.
I'm going to the wedding in the US next year. Enjoy it.
Nice.
Which part of the US? But yeah, Nashville, Tennessee is somewhere I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, I want to go that part.
Yeah.
That side.
Nashville, Tennessee. I want to go there. I want to go to the Gibson factory. I want to go to all the music joints. I want some Nashville hot chicken.
I want to sit in a dingy, dark
Blues
place
bar,
with
yeah.
a little lamp on the table.
Yes.
And just listen.
Yeah. Hell, it's amazing. Ian, oh, you got to Cincinnati. OH. I need Ian to come into the chat in a minute.
I've never been to the States. Never been.
I do it.
Yeah, I've never been.
If Ian heard that, he will come in a minute. I said, OH. Nashville was a fun town. Nashville was a fun town. Thought you need a license. Yeah. You do and you don't. It's nice to have a bit of freedom. A la Madrid, indeed. That's a tasty game. Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid in the next round. That's a tasty game of football because Madrid are really good going forward, but terrible defending.
Yeah.
But Atletico Madrid are amazing defensively.
Yeah. That's what you get with Simeone.
Might see Jerry Lawler as well.
Jerry Lawler.
You never
Big up
know.
King.
Nashville Morgan Waller restaurant. I want to go. He's good. I need to get my license fast. It's something I got to do. It's really something I got to do.
Yeah. They got off the plane on Monday, and when they
Yeah.
got off the plane, they had a -20 wind chill.
Yeah, it's not good, is
They
it?
got off the plane. Joey said it was cold when they left,
Yeah,
but when they got to the other side, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
He took their breath away. The kids were like, no, what are we doing here?
big up, guys. Coy, it's good to see you. 164 Spurs. Good
Yeah.
to see you. If we play Real, we ain't got nothing to lose. No, you don't. But Angus, yeah. Diego Costa was class as well. What an awful bastard as well. You need a license if you live in. Yeah, Mark needs it. We don't. Here, you don't need a license. You don't need one.
No.
Of course, once in a while, the trains do go. They do go, but it's still buses.
There was someone on the track here the other week, the Powerway at Buckhurst, still running
Yeah.
up and down the track naked. The guy
I heard about
it
it.
shut down all like most of half the day or something. Yeah, he might be telling me about it. He works on the Central Line.
Nashville, Memphis, and New Orleans. Somewhere, 3 places I want to go.
Yeah,
I also want to go. I want to go to Bozeman, Montana, at some point. Bozeman's right up in the mountains where all the greatest acoustic guitars are made, apparently.
Okay.
Apart from if you like Martin guitars, then you say that it's oh, what is it? It's Pennsylvania. It's what's the town in Pennsylvania called where Martin Guitars is from? I can't remember. All I know is it's Pennsylvania. Won't be easier to drive to your Mickey then. It's no, not really, to be honest. It's still an hour and a half. It's 2.5 hours. It's 2 hours in the car. It is easier. It's not overstepping the mark at all. It's easier, but it isn't easier. It's easier for me to get the train.
Yeah.
But it would give you more freedom and to drive. I want to go to LA. It's not that great, to be honest. It's not that great. Sorry if I'm... No, it's not.
I like Texas.
I want to go to Texas at one point as well. I think they played Villa more. Yes, they did. I do need to get rid of those chips. I'm starting to smell the vinegar.
I'm hungry again.
They're very good at their chips. Are very good there.
What is that? What, did you guys trying to corner in?
Yeah, just go there.
I might get some on my way home.
They're really good. Really, really good. LA is I wouldn't call it crap. I would just say it's very overrated. I do love California. I do love California. I really liked Santa Barbara, California. I really liked where we stayed up in the sticks. We went to Camino, California, which is I liked Sacramento. Got some really good coffee joints in Sacramento as well. And Eugene will dig me out because he used to live in Sacramento.
The basketball team's got a good name.
Yeah.
That's San Antonio.
Yeah.
You been to San Antonio?
I've not been to San Antonio. I love San Francisco as a city.
I was just going to say that.
San Francisco is my favourite
What about
city.
Chicago?
Never been to Chicago. Too expensive. I want to go to Bilbao and have the best night of my life. You never know. You never know. LA is a dump in most places just by judging what I've seen and anecdotes. I wouldn't call it a dump. It's just a big city. Angus said Arda as well. The problem with LA is it's so many different towns. It's like London in a way because you've got Anaheim area, you've got Santa Monica area. It's basically loads of little towns plastered together.
Yeah.
You've got all these little districts. It's like what London's
You've
become.
got to be careful where you're going on.
Well, you always have to, wherever you go. I want to go to San Diego. Skip LA, Northern California. I did like Northern California. Only one villa, and that's Ricky. Love to go to Miami. I've never been. Wait, Benji. Because of your points, you can go to Bilbao. Yeah, of course. I can go. Yeah, season ticket holders will get them. North of San Diego is a town called Cardiff by the sea. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cardiff, California.
I've been to Cardiff.
Yeah. Cardiff, California.
I've been to the other Cardiff.
Bilbao is a nice place. Basque Country.
That'd be a good away day.
Yeah, it would. I want to go to Sevilla. I've always been told Sevilla isn't that nice. I've been told it's very touristy, and I've never been to Seville. London is a dump, and they speak funny. Yeah, depends what part of London, Sheriff. Depends what part of London. London's so big now.
Yeah.
I don't think people realise how big London is. It's a monster.
Yeah.
So
It's got weird boundaries, London.
yeah. I wouldn't call it overrated. I wouldn't call London overrated.
No.
Especially Woolwich. Woolwich is getting really nice now. Woolwich has become
my
Woolwich
company's
has
based there.
Woolwich is becoming trendy.
Yeah, my company's based there.
Especially with what's it called, Crossrail with the Elizabeth
Lots of
line.
new places going up as well. Lots of new
Luxury flats. I've always wanted to go to Venice and go on the gondolas. It's good. I do like Venice. I've been to Venice. I did really, really like Venice. Cadiz is somewhere that's recommended a lot.
In the Barcelona, Madrid. I've been to so many places in Spain.
Yeah. I like Spain. I enjoy Spain.
Spanish places more than anywhere else.
I've been on a plane. It's a problem for you, Kudos. It's because it's the people think like You could fly. I believe this is right, but you do a 13-hour flight from Australia to. I can't remember where's a 13-hour flight from Australia. It's a long way. The majority of the flight from Australia to like Singapore is over Australia. That's how big a country Australia. It's enormous.
Yeah.
It's a continent. Australia isn't a country. It's a continent.
Yeah.
It's how big Australia is. It's a long old journey. If it's getting trendy, maybe ask and move back home. Indeed, the hills in Cadiz at one time, or more people living in London. And yeah, I think that's still the case. Have you eaten La Manga? I've been to La Manga. No, I've not. Used to love Paris. Paris has still got its charm about it. Australia to Singapore is like 12 hours, and Singapore, yeah.
That's another place I like.
Yeah.
I like to go to Singapore, Malaysia, then all around there. I like to go. I've got to do them as well one day.
Not sitting on a plane for 30. Yeah, so Australia to Singapore is 12 hours, and the majority of the flight is over Australia. When you fly to LA as well, no, when you fly to California from London, the majority of the flight is over Canada. It's enormous. It's massive. Singapore is like a 4-day trip. Maybe one day I'll end up in Singapore. Yeah. England and a few other small European countries. Yeah, they do. And it's amazing because we're talking geography here. You can't use most of Australia because it's so hot, except for the Great Dividing Range, which goes all the way around Australia. The heat goes up and then it comes down, which gives them rain. Geography. Do about 4 or 5 hours max on a plane. You can go to some places. Saw Georgia recommended earlier, just doing flights there. Oh, if you want to. I couldn't. Singapore is nice. I know someone who has an apartment above the Singapore F1 track. That's good. Toronto is part of my tour of Boston, New England, and good stuff. But we've got 3 minutes left of the stream, and we are going to be redirecting to Mr. Sava. Sava is going in live in 2 minutes with Mr. Lee Gunner. So we will be redirecting there, and people can watch them talk. I struggle to sit. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. 5 hours would get you to the Middle East from London, I believe. 5 hours would get you to Jordan, I would say. But so that's not Europe. 4 hours is to Ben Gurion. No, Turkey's less than that. Turkey's about 3 5 hours. 5 hours would get you to Jordan and places like that. It's quite a long flight, 5 hours. Absolutely. Best way to get through the US to UK. Movies. I watch every Lord of the Rings movie back to back to back. That's what I do. Is Vancouver boring? I wouldn't say so. Apparently Vancouver's really lovely. Or the 08, whatever it's called. Okay. But yes, we will be redirecting. I can still get out of Europe, fair enough. Yeah, you can. You can get out of Europe in 5 hours. YouTube? What do you mean? 4 hours to Cyprus? Yes, 4 hours will get you to Cyprus, and it's just a bit further. It will get you to the homeland of myself. That's very good. That's very good. For context, flight from Boston to LA is just over 5 hours. Yeah, it's a long flight. But we are going to be ending it there. We will be redirecting to Mr. Sava over at Football Heritage TV. So everyone give him a coffee raid and say hello to Sava over at Football Heritage TV. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You got a catchphrase, Tom?
Yeah.
Have you been to Acre?
Up the Spurs. Come on.
That's your catchphrase today?
Yeah, Mr. Positive now for the rest of the season. Come on.
You're not positive.
Yeah.
But thank
the season.
But thank
the Europa League.
Me to yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And as no, 2 fingers to that one. 2 fingers. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, if you smell what the cough is Brewing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream of